Hello and welcome back to the Novice Lumberjack, where I'm going to show you guys a really awesome little thing that I built, or at least I think it's awesome, and I think you'll like it too. I've always, I've been porting these chainsaws, and I've never liked my setup for holding a chainsaw. I thought about getting one of those chainsaw vices where you can move it around and things, but those are kind of pricey. And I'm like, I don't know, would I even like that? Something tells me that you put them in there and it might sag over time. I don't know. You might knock it, bump it, and get it off whack. So what I've been doing is I've been taking a steel chainsaw bar and mounting it into my vise, which is on the other side of the garage. And that holds it steady. I get my numbers, but then I have to come back, write my numbers down on a pad that's here at my desk. And when I take the cylinder on and off, I've got to bring the tools over there, back and forth. I measure it, come back. I just want it all here. And the only thing that I don't have right here is a way of clamping down the chainsaw. Until now. I've used it for a couple different saw builds, and I haven't shown you guys yet, but now here it is. I'm going to show you. So this is it. All it is that same steel chainsaw bar cut up to make bracketry for it. I got a stabilization L bracket right here. We got the L, and then there's stabilize. It's on just a plain old 7x7, I think is what it is, but it might be 8x8, probably 8x8 sheet of 1/4 inch steel. I think it's 1/4 inch, might be 3/8. Anyways, and then I got another piece over here. What I do is I sit it down like this. I bring it all the way out to the edge of my shelf here, and I just clamp it down. I use it whenever I'm done. I unclamp it and I put it over there on the bottom shelf of my welding table. So now, the reason I use a steel bar is because a steel bar has the largest slot that I know of, and it definitely is the largest slot within reason. There might have been a McCulloch out there or some shit that used a bigger slot, and I'm sure you guys will tell me. That's fine. I actually want to know. But that's not even within reason. The steel chainsaw bars have a big open slot, and pretty much everything that you're going to port is going to be capable of going in there. Now I did, just with this saw right here, have to cut out this notch because on this Dolmar / Makita, the bar stud is in the case, and normally on this takes a small mount Husqvarna bar mount, and normally those are in the actual clutch cover itself. But this one's right there, wouldn't quite fit in the adjustment holes for the steel, so I just cut me a big notch. Never gonna have that issue again, now am I? Boom, right there. So I put it in place. Now just the nuts alone is not good enough because the thread runs out, but I just put that in there just for just to hold things down for a moment. Now there we go. All right, so I just take another nut that's too big, use it kind of as a washer. Do the same thing over here. Bada bing, bada boom. We are nicely secured. So now I can go ahead, find at least close to top dead center, right there. Put my angle finder on, which you can get these at worksaws.com. Worksaws.com. That's Dino Joe's website, and he sells this setup, and I highly recommend it. They're great. But before, like if I had this just sitting on this shelf, I move it around, and this digital, angle finder gets kind of lost. And but now I can have it here the whole time. I can even, these Dolmars, they have the cylinder bolts on from the bottom. In there. There we go. I'm going to leave that in place because I still got to test the squish. But you get my drift. Now I can go ahead and get everything set up. It stays in place. It's locked down. I don't have to worry much about it. I can put the cylinder on and off, take my measurements right here. For those of you guys that don't know, my actual workbench for my chainsaws is a desk. Let me show you. It's one of these old desks. Works out fantastic. I love it. I've never had a better workbench in my life. It's fantastic. So, yeah, I can do it all right here. I can take it off. And I've got my grinder right here, my little rotary tool. I can make some changes, put it back on, immediately do the read, take it off. It's great. It's great. Before, whenever a lot of these, you take that top handle off. Hell, some of them, even with the top handle on, they're wonky and they want to flip flop all over the place. The 346 XP and the 357 XP, those saws are really bad about that, in my opinion. They want to flop over on this right side, and whenever you take that bar off, it's even 10 times worse. I think all the 5 series are like that as well. And so, yeah. Anyways, that's my setup. I hope you like it.